This is the Nearity MemPod Pro 2S. This is a GPT-powered note-taking headset that you can use for your professional work. It will record your phone calls for you. So you go into the application, you can click on Call Record or Live Record. I'm going to press Live Record for now and record what I'm saying to you. And if you speak at least 1,000 words, or if 1,000 words are captured, then it will produce an AI summary or a summary from the AI system, which can be very helpful when you're having long conversations with people, especially in a work setting. And for the purposes of my job, I need to keep track of metrics and milestones and constraints. Numbers are often spoken. There'll be logistics I need to manage. I need to go to this place at this time, or maybe I'm talking to 5 people and 3 of them tell me their availability and it all aligns. Then 2 others can be different availability and doesn't quite align. So I've got to go do some math and figure out when I can do the thing I need to do. That stuff is, you write it down. I have a Remarkable Paper Pro. I write a lot of stuff down, but sometimes I just want to listen so I don't get held back taking notes. And at $170, this seems like a pretty good deal to me. Now, you may not want people to see you wearing a headset, but it's not totally uncommon to do that. In my home office, I never wear a headset because no one can hear me and nobody can hear the people I'm speaking with. But there are times where I pick up my phone and I grab my AirPods and I make a call, just a direct call, not a Zoom call or a Teams meeting. And I need to actually capture some notes there the way that I'd like to with with this transcript and the AI summary. This will do that for you. This application can record live iPhone calls, whereas just natively the iPhone doesn't allow you to capture calls. And even if it did, there'd be no AI based summary for that. That wouldn't happen. Okay. Now this thing is currently on sale. It's $150, so it's $20 off, and that makes it an even sweeter deal. Now you may have some questions about where is all this going to be stored? What part of the world, and are those servers secure? Unfortunately, I don't have information about that. So I would be, do the way, take care of yourselves, make the right decision about if it's something that you should record or not record, and use it wisely. I don't record, and even for the purposes of my testing, I didn't record any work conversations. I only recorded, because my work wouldn't allow that. So I just recorded personal conversations and tested this out, which I'm not going to show you the summaries of those because we had some fun with capture this word and doesn't know what I'm talking about when I say these things that I don't want to put on YouTube. So anyhow, there are a lot of quotes and testimonials on the Nearity website talking about marketing professionals and engineers and consultants and how they use it. I've got it all right here on my iPad, just reading through it. There's some cool testimonials out there, and it seems like a pretty legit way to use it for work. So with that out of the way, let's talk about the technical aspects of the headset itself. Actually, before I do that, just a heads up of what's in the box. Get your quick start guide. Very easy to follow. You just download the application from the App Store. In my case, it's the Apple App Store, and then you install it and you pair your headset. I paired it to my iPhone through Bluetooth. Then I went to the application and paired it in the application, because when I did it without pairing it through Bluetooth first, it wouldn't connect through the application. But the instructions that I read online from their website said to go to the app. Don't do that. Start with your iPhone's Bluetooth menu, then go to your app. It's very easy to use this thing, and there are some onboard controls. So for hanging up on a phone call, things of that nature, adjusting the volume, and you can do it all right here in this one command module. So you have your volume up and down buttons. I know this is a little hard to see. I can't use my phone for this. I have to use my GoPro because I want to show you the phone application. But anyhow, volume up and down. And this little hidden compartment is your USB-C where you can do charging. You do not need to connect this to a computer to do any firmware updates. I did a firmware update right out of the gate when I got it, and it was done wirelessly through Bluetooth. This is your power button. You hold it down for a few seconds to turn it on. Hold down for 2 seconds to turn it back on. Very easy to use. Now the material they've used here is a very smooth plastic. So when you pick it up, it's just extremely lightweight. It's smooth to touch. It's grippy enough, no problems. But when it's on your skin, I did not find it irritating. Probably the longest conversation I had was 45 minutes, and I was not irritated at all. What did bug me is that I can't adjust this, right? I can't make the head strap longer or shorter. And this particular ear, I don't know what to call this, but the loop that goes around your ear, I couldn't make this the size that I wanted it to be. So unfortunately, for long conversations like that, this, instead of being like kind of tucked into my ear, it was outside of my ear, and that was a bit uncomfortable for me. So for long conversations, I don't see myself using this. There's also a quick mute button right there that I will not test. It works, just so you know. Okay, so what else do you need to know before we take a look at the transcript? There is no conversation that you can have with the AI summary. So unlike some other services out there where you can record conversations and then get an AI summary and then ask it questions, you don't get that benefit here. Okay, let's go ahead and pause this now and take a look at the summary. It is going to upload to their servers. Again, I don't know where it's going, so just use your own judgment. All right, sorry about that. I had a phone call come in right when I was about to show you the summary. So, all right, you click on this tab here and it takes you to all of your recordings. So the one that we just did before the call came in was 5 minutes long. So I definitely had at least 1,000 spoken words. If I want to, I can click here and either read or listen to the complete transcript of what we talked about. I'll press generate, and right now it just tells me what happened. So it's telling me the application can produce an AI summary, as you're seeing here. And a little bit of some of my preferences for how I take my notes. The firmware update being wireless. Here are some of those metrics. So it's a good deal at 170. It's on sale for 150. And I said those two things separated. Right? I didn't say them, right after each other. So it took those two numbers, logically connected them, put them in as one single bullet point. Now what you can do from here is pretty much just make a copy and send it off. You can share it with other people, and you can also just get a copy for yourself. What you cannot do is engage with the summary. I'd really like to see this added in the future. I would love it if there was a bar down here where I could hit the space bar, I could tap, and I could just start typing away. Like, hey, tell me, or maybe use my voice, but tell me more about this person's opinion about the material, which is something we talked about. That would be amazing, but unfortunately, that just doesn't exist here. So regardless, it's a newer product, starting to come together, and I think if you just need to get some notes, you don't want to write them down by hand, or you're worried you'll miss some of the things that you write down by hand, you have a really affordable option here. Now, you do have a limitation. I think it's 500 minutes per month of cloud storage. You can delete things from the cloud. That will help you out. I believe it will then clear it. But unfortunately, fortunately, the service you can upgrade, right? So you can go like this, you get 1,800 minutes, you can pay for the year. They have little boosters for you as well if you just need more minutes. But, at least it's there. And what do you expect? Like, this is how companies make their money now. It's all on recurring revenue. It's not about one-off sales anymore. So everyone does it. All right, so that is the Nearity MemPod Pro 2S. I'll put a link in the description. It is not monetized, but they did send this to me for the purpose of the review. And I think it's a very neat product. All right, thanks, folks. We'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.